Imagine a city so foul, so overwhelmingly putrid, that its main river, the heart of the metropolis, becomes a literal, steaming river of raw sewage. Imagine a stench so powerful, it shuts down parliament and forces a nation to confront its own filth. This wasn't some medieval backwater. This was London, the richest city on earth, during the infamous Great Stink of 1858. Welcome back to the World Time Capsule, where we uncover the historical moments that were bizarre, transformative, and sometimes just plain gross. Today, we're holding our noses and diving into the summer of 1858, when the River Thames became an open sewer, paralyzing London with an unbearable stench. How did it get so bad? And how did this disgusting crisis finally lead to one of the greatest engineering feats of the era? Let's flush out the details. In the mid-19th century, London was booming. Its population exploded, reaching over 2 million people. But its sanitation infrastructure, it was medieval. Literally, most waste went into overflowing basement cesspits, leaching into water supplies. What little drainage existed often emptied directly into local streams that fed, you guessed it, the River Thames. Then came a modern convenience that paradoxically worsened the problem: the flush toilet. As more households installed them, vast amounts of additional raw sewage, previously contained badly in cesspits, were now flushed directly into the Thames. The river became the city's default sewer. Add industrial waste from factories lining its banks, and you had a recipe for disgusting disaster. For years, Londoners tolerated the increasingly smelly Thames, but the summer of 1858 was different. It was exceptionally hot and dry. The river level dropped, exposing decades of accumulated human and industrial filth on the banks. This festering sludge began to cook in the heat, releasing an unbelievable, overpowering stench. The Great Stink, as the newspapers dubbed it, wasn't just unpleasant, it was paralyzing. Business slowed, people fled the city if they could. Most terrifyingly, the stench invaded the Houses of Parliament, right on the river bank. MPs couldn't legislate. They tried soaking curtains in chloride of lime to mask the smell. It barely worked. There were serious proposals to move the entire government out of London. Remember, this was the era of miasma theory, the belief that diseases like cholera were spread by bad smells. So, the Great Stink wasn't just disgusting, people genuinely believed it could be deadly. The crisis forced Parliament's hand. They couldn't ignore a problem that literally drove them from their chambers. Within just 18 days, a speed unthinkable today, they passed legislation empowering engineer Joseph Bazalgette to finally build a comprehensive, modern sewer system for London. Bazalgette's plan was ingenious and audacious. Instead of letting sewage flow into the Thames within the city, he designed massive intercepting sewers running parallel to the river. These would collect waste from existing drains and carry it far east of the city, using gravity where possible and powerful steam-powered pumping stations where needed, before finally discharging it into the Thames estuary on the outgoing tide. It was one of the largest and most complex engineering projects the world had ever seen, requiring incredible feats of tunneling and construction right underneath the bustling city. Construction took years, but the impact was transformative. Bazalgette's sewers dramatically cleaned up the River Thames within London. More importantly, they massively reduced waterborne diseases like cholera and typhoid. Saving countless lives, London became a healthier, more livable city. Much of Bazalgette's system is still in use today, over 160 years later, a testament to his brilliant design and foresight. The project also involved constructing the Thames embankments, reclaiming land, and creating iconic riverside walkways, built right on top of the main intercepting sewers. The Great Stink of 1858 is a pungent reminder of the vital importance of sanitation and public infrastructure. It took a crisis so disgusting it brought the government to its knees to force radical change. A smelly, but ultimately revolutionary moment from our World Time Capsule, showing how sometimes hitting rock bottom or river bottom sludge is necessary for progress. What do you think is the biggest invisible piece of infrastructure vital to your city? And what's the worst public smell you've ever encountered? Let me know in the comments. If you found this story fascinating and maybe slightly nauseating, please hit that like button. It helps us clean up the algorithm. And be sure to subscribe to the World Time Capsule and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next historical deep dive. Thanks for watching.